Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. Jonathan Bennett just gave Hallmark fans one of the most unexpectedly adorable, completely relatable, and downright hilarious husband moments ever caught on camera. And the internet is loving every second of it. If you've seen the clip, you already know exactly why it exploded so fast. But if you haven't, buckle up, because this moment perfectly sums up why Jonathan Bennett continues to be one of the most charming and authentic personalities in the Hallmark world. The video starts off simple enough. Jonathan is casually going about his day, looking relaxed, natural, and effortlessly himself, when suddenly he reacts to something his husband, James Vaughn, says from off-camera. Now, anyone who follows them knows these two have a chemistry that feels so real and so refreshing. But in this moment, Jonathan gives a reaction that every married person, every long-term partner, and honestly anyone who's ever tried to keep the peace in a relationship will instantly understand. James calls out to him with one of those very normal, very ordinary, everyday questions. It's the kind of question couples toss back and forth constantly. Something small, something simple, but something that requires the correct answer to avoid a minor marital crisis. And Jonathan freezes for half a second. Not dramatically. Not exaggerated. Just long enough for the audience to realize he's calculating his next move like he's in a high-stakes Hallmark mystery. The expression on his face is priceless. It's half confusion, half concern, and entirely, I need to get this right. Then, with the timing of a seasoned comedian, Jonathan gives a response that is cautious, sweet, and just a tiny bit nervous. It's the kind of answer husbands all over the world have said at least once. Carefully chosen, delivered with good intentions, but also clearly shaped by years of shared routines and inside jokes. And as soon as he says it, the look on his face tells us everything. He knows the moment might go either way. He knows he might accidentally be stepping into dangerous territory. But he also knows he tried, and honestly, that's what makes the whole moment so relatable. James responds, and this is where the magic kicks in. Their dynamic instantly becomes the heart of the video, warm, authentic, and grounded in real affection. Jonathan's reaction to James' tone is what seals the moment. It's that classic husband wait, am I in trouble expression that has become universally understood across relationships everywhere. Not because something serious is happening, but because couples know each other so well that even the smallest tone shift sends the message loud and clear. And Jonathan plays it beautifully. It's subtle, it's funny, and it's so genuine that social media immediately latched onto it. Fans started commenting things like, "This is my husband every single day," and Jonathan just represented every married man in one facial expression. And they're right. Nobody had to over-explain the situation. Nobody needed context. The second you see Jonathan's face, you know exactly what's happening. It's what makes the video feel universal. Every relationship has these micro moments where communication turns into comedy without either person trying. But that's just the surface. What really makes this clip so charming is what it reveals about Jonathan and James as a couple. You see this tiny moment and instantly get a sense of how comfortable they are together. Jonathan isn't embarrassed. He's not acting. He's just reacting like any husband would. And James isn't annoyed. He isn't pushing buttons. He's just being playful in a way that only someone who truly knows you can be. The entire moment feels like it came straight out of a Hallmark romantic comedy, but without the scripts, the sets, or the cameras. It's simply two people being themselves, and that honesty makes it even funnier. Jonathan Bennett has always had this naturally expressive personality. Anyone who watched him in his Hallmark films, or even way back in his early roles, knows he's physically expressive in a way that makes him incredibly engaging to watch. But when he's just reacting to a real-life situation, those expressions become even more entertaining, because there's no acting involved. This video proves it. He doesn't need lines. He doesn't need a scene partner. He just needs one unexpected question from his husband, and suddenly the internet has a new favorite husband moment. What's also interesting is how this moment fits perfectly into Jonathan's growing presence within the Hallmark community. Fans already love him for his on-screen warmth, his comedic instincts, and the joyful energy he brings to every role. But videos like this one show people who he is behind the scenes, Goofy, loving, and incredibly relatable. And that relatability makes viewers feel connected to him in a way that goes beyond movies or interviews. It feels personal. It feels real. And in a social media world filled with perfectly polished posts and meticulously crafted images, seeing someone like Jonathan simply being himself is incredibly refreshing. Another reason this clip gains so much traction is because it taps into something every long-term couple understands: the tiny communication moments that don't seem important but somehow become the funniest part of the day. These are the moments that relationships are truly built on. Not grand gestures, not dramatic arguments, but those little moments when miscommunication and love collide. And Jonathan captured that perfectly. You can almost imagine couples watching the video together, pausing it and saying, "See? That's exactly what you do." It becomes a shared joke. It becomes a point of connection. And that's the beauty of simple, authentic content. It resonates far more deeply than anyone expects. The comments under the video were filled with people sharing their own relatable husband moments. Stories about saying the wrong thing at the wrong time, answering a question before realizing it was a trick question, or simply trying to keep their partner happy and overthinking the entire situation. It's clear that Jonathan unintentionally sparked a wave of shared relationship humor across the internet. And you know what? That's something Jonathan Bennett does incredibly well without even trying. He brings joy into everyday moments. Whether he's behind the scenes of a Hallmark movie, promoting a project, or just living his life, he has the ability to take something small and make it memorable. This video proves that even a tiny moment can become iconic when it's authentic. There's also a deeper charm here. You can tell Jonathan and James truly enjoy each other's company. Their relationship isn't about grand displays. It's about comfortable, familiar interactions that feel natural. And this video captured that comfort perfectly. People aren't just laughing at Jonathan's expression. They're smiling because they can see the love behind it. Real love. The everyday kind. The relatable kind. Jonathan Bennett capturing this moment and sharing it so openly reminds fans why they adore him not just as a Hallmark star, but as a person. It shows that he doesn't take himself too seriously. It shows that he understands the humor in real relationships. And it shows that even after all the movies, interviews, and public appearances, he's still the same expressive, lovable, down-to-earth guy fans connected with years ago. There's something really special about that. And it's the reason this moment continues to spread across social platforms. It's not flashy. It's not dramatic. It's not scripted. It's simply Jonathan Bennett being a husband, reacting in the most human way possible, and making millions of people laugh in the process. So whether you're a longtime Hallmark fan, a casual viewer, or someone who just stumbled onto the video by accident, one thing is very clear. Jonathan Bennett has officially given us one of the most relatable husband moments ever caught on camera. And something tells me this won't be the last time he unintentionally breaks the internet with one simple facial expression. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.